So in this session today, we'll be sharing a little bit more about the Sony PVM-X 4K HDR TriMaster high-grade picture monitors. So today I'm also very happy to have a very special guest, Alan from ADM Teknologi Indonesia, who's joining us today and to talk with us about his clients' experiences with Sony PVM-X monitor. So selamat pagi, Mr. Alan. Thanks for joining us today. So maybe we can start with an introduction of yourself and your company.
Yes, good morning, Ryan. Selamat pagi. Sure, I'd love to introduce. ADM Technology began as a distributor and integrator for broadcast and cinematography products, also solution in 2005. As a division under PT Asa Dinakara Mandiri or ADM, since 2015, with the expansion of business, ADM Teknologi became an independent company under the name of PT Adhi Digital Media Teknologi, or known as ADM Teknologi. As a distributor, reseller, and system integrator, we currently represent 28 reputable brands across the world, targeting the broadcast and cinematography industry in Indonesia. And in addition, the company is a major player and equipped with the expertise in live video streaming solution. Among others, we serve a variety of customers, including television station, web TV streaming, online media, production houses, filmmakers, government institution, educational institution, police, and the military sector.
Okay, right. Thanks, Alan, for
Yeah.
the introduction. So with your experience in the broadcast and cinematography,
Mhm.
what are some of your thoughts of the local business and industry, and how do you think it has evolved?
Oh, yeah. Especially due to the whole protocol, many are being asked to stay at home in Indonesia. As such, apart from the F&B sector, the content creation industry, I think, still remains crucial in providing real-time update from the newsroom and a high value content. The company do see the opportunities and witness how local production houses continue to produce OTT content, whether it's series or movie. But I think, however, they need to work around producing content while adhering to the whole protocol. Further, production budget has been reduced to cater additional expenses, including COVID-19 swab tests for crew and quarantine costs and other supporting costs to maintain whole protocols. So this means that a more cost-effective and efficient method of producing content is needed while maintaining the quality of the content itself, for sure. Uh, for example, with remote production, only a few members of production team and cast are on set, while others can monitor the video from different locations just to maintain social distancing. And the selection of production equipment also determines the production cost itself. What I mean is, with a good reference monitor, you are assured that image are pretty close to the final product that has gone through grading post. This means more high quality content can be produced within a shorter time frame. It will effectively reduce costs in the long run. Also, with the evolving media landscape, the company continues to witness new technological development, not just not just 4K, but also like 4K HDR or even 8K. However, the company feels that 4K and 4K HDR with Dolby Vision content or quality will continue to dominate the Indonesian market. I think that's our insight, Ryan.
Right. Thanks for sharing these valuable insights with
Yeah,
us. So at the same time, we understand that you're also working with several clients, and
yeah,
Skyfilm is actually one of them who's
yep,
currently using our Sony
yeah,
PVM-X monitor.
correct.
So could you perhaps please share with us about
Mhm.
what Skyfilm does?
Okay, so yeah, founded in 2020, Sky Film specialized in producing the post-production of OTT content, supporting both local Indonesian and overseas market. With I think with the greater demands to fulfill, Skyfilm is constantly refining their offering with the latest technology in content creation industry. I think I think that's what their background, Ryan.
Understood. Thanks for the brief introduction of Sky Films.
Yeah.
So again, with the current evolving industry, what do you think are some of the key challenges and
Mhm.
needs that your client Sky Film faces?
Okay. Uh, I think the OTT market is very competitive, and we figured that in order to succeed, we need a future-proof strategy. Although HD and SDR is still in norm in Indonesia, we do come across higher specs and new requirements from abroad clients, including Dolby Vision, 4K HDR, and so on. So yeah, I think this will expand the possibilities in content creation, as well as get us thinking how we can future-proof our asset in a cost-effective manner without much integration issues. And with the new monitors, we are confident that consumers are getting the desired image quality, regardless if they are viewing through mobile phone, television, or even bigger screen.
Right. Understood. Yes, I think you definitely mentioned a very important point, and future proof is definitely a very important
Yeah.
strategy. So, why do you think that the Sony PVM-X 4K HDR TriMaster monitor was finally chosen by Skyfilm? Was there any particular reason behind this?
Yeah, yeah, the main reason is the color consistency from field to post production is extremely critical to us. While shooting with a Sony FX9 camera, we can monitor immediately using the PVM X1800, and often more than 90% of the image on set match the final output at post, or it requires minimal adjustment to achieve what we intended. So yeah, this saves a lot of time to do significant color grading. Further, the ability to convert HDR to SDR is a huge advantage on top of 12G SDI port input and output. I think so, right?
Yes. Yes, agree. I think those are very valid and important point, especially the part about color consistency
Yes.
within the production workflow for
Yeah,
acquisition up to finishing.
yeah,
And what did the client think about the quality of images? Do they measure up in terms of colors and contrast?
yeah. The problem is the operator are used to OLED and have been for many years. The black level of any LCD technology is never going to compare well to OLED, apart from the dual layer technology found in the Sony BVM HX310. The lifted black level of an LCD is a problem because of the reduction in contrast ratio that lift creates for the same peak lumens. I think it normally 100 nits. So the color gamut and gamma still comply to the standard of Rec 709. It's only the peak luminance that is different to what we have traditionally used since CRT monitors were common.
I
That's
see.
right.
Understood. So are you able to probably help us describe some of the features that
Mhm.
the PVM-X series picture monitor helps in making significant contribution to the final product quality in the client's work. So maybe you can just provide us with one example, maybe.
Okay. 4K features is important during grading. Also, its a unique quad view display is definitely one of our favorites that can display SDR, HDR, color space, and then color temperature, contrast, brightness, and look individually and also clearly. So yeah, these features helps the color artist to do the final review effortlessly. Another aspect I'd like to point out is the straightforward user interface on top of multiple output options.
Right, right. Yes, we are always trying to make things simple and efficient for our users. So, lastly, what do you think are some of the key factors that contributed to Skyfilms to make the decision to buy or use Sony products or solution for their production?
Okay. Uh, Quality of product compatible with the price, and again, color consistency and easy integration to our existing workflow are key factors in selecting Sony. In addition, regular on-site support by Sony has been wonderful, assisting us in every way possible. I think so, Ryan.
Yes, definitely. We always will be here to support you. And with that, I think that's all the questions we have for you today. So once again, a very big thank you to you, Alan, for your time to join us today. And we look forward to seeing you again soon. Take care. Goodbye.
Okay. Bye, Ryan.
So taking the next 10 minutes, I would also like to share with you about a client in Singapore who has selected Sony PVM-X 2400 24-inch 4K HDR TriMaster high-grade picture monitor. So please sit back, relax, and enjoy this short video introduction. So we hope you enjoy this short little video introduction. So just to give you a little bit of the background, this client has recently purchased 12 units of the PVM-X 2400, and these units are currently installed in their post-production department. So prior to this purchase, several discussions and meetings were held together with the clients, and we could identify some of the key pain points for the clients. So first, colors are not accurately displayed across different platforms and display. I think as we all know, there are many different brands of TV and display in the market. And with everyone using a different display, there's a challenge of the colors which might not be accurately represented across the various display. Second, inaccurate depiction of a creator's original intention. So another big challenge was how the client could deliver the creator's intention accurately through color representation to the audience. Third was another challenge was how to create a standardized workflow with consistency. This means that we have to consider how to have a set of display and color settings that everyone could follow and refer no matter which part of the process they are working on. So several brands were invited for internal evaluation, and the Sony PVM-X 2400 was chosen, considering the following factors. First, color consistency throughout the entire workflow. So with Sony TriMaster architecture, the PVM-X is able to offer accurate picture reproduction, precise imaging, and quality picture consistency throughout the workflow with Sony specified premium LCD panel from acquisition to monitoring. And second, in order to help ensure the creator's original intentions are accurately represented, our monitors are equipped with a dynamic contrast drive. So this basically enables the client to check overall contrast easily in a glance. And this feature can also be used to reproduce black representation, which is extremely useful when working or checking with dark contents. Next, we also have this black detail mode, which helps to provide greater accuracy in monitoring by verifying exposure in particularly a dark scene. Next, color matching with the PVM-HX310. So with the newly purchased PVM-X 2400, which shares the same color gamut as the PVM-HX310, our client can now freely work with either of the monitors and still reliably get the same accurate view of the colors and tones. Next, standardized Sony display setting for workflow consistency. So I think as we all know, with the OTT gaining popularity, we were very happy to work with this client to create a standardized Sony display, which is very similar to what Netflix require. So this helps to reduce their need for repetitive setting adjustment and errors across the multiple monitors they are using. And lastly, another key feature that was highlighted by the client was the 4K video input versatility and the various signal settings that were supported. So I think as we understood, previously the colorist was working with a HD monitor, which was unable to play out the 444 format, and therefore they were unable to see the SDR and HDR content. With the newly purchased PVM-X monitors supporting the various signal formats, they could conveniently play out the content as well as other interfaces, including 12G, 3G, HD, SDI, as well as the HDMI input. So with this, I hope you have a better understanding of the two cases that we have shared today of our clients who have a wonderful experiences working with our PVM-HX monitor. With that, we have came to the end of the PVM-X session. Thank you very much for joining us today. See you.